A very warm welcome back to the Galaxy Arena in Macau. It's day 4, the second session of the ITTF World Cup. Women's table is where we're putting our focus. We've got 4 more tremendous matches coming in this evening. We know 4 of the quarterfinalists already. The other 4 will come from this list of 8 women. We'll kick things off with potentially the match of the entire round of 16, Miwa Harimoto against Wang Manyu. But make no mistake, there's lots of entertainment still to come from the remaining 3. This is the bracket that we have so far. As I said, 4 of the 8 who will take their place in the quarterfinals have already made their way through. We know one of the matchups already. Chen Aiqing taking on Sun Yixia at the top of the bracket there in the quarterfinal column. But there's a lot still to be decided.
各位，倒计时时刻，我要听到各位所有人的声音。我们从5开始倒数，5、4、3。
Let's welcome the players. Women's singles first, representing Japan, Miwa Harimoto. Representing China, Wang Manyu.
What a tantalizing offering this is, the world number 2 against the world number 5. 16-year-old prodigy in Miwa Harimoto of Japan, taking on one of the most consummate players currently playing the sport. .26-year-old Wang Manyu. I wouldn't say looked perfect in her first outing, but certainly she raised herself to new heights second time around, much more like her old self. Earlier this year when she took part in the Asian Cup and beat the world number 1. Perhaps a fine example of the kind of height she can hit. Miwa Harimoto has not dropped a game so far. Has also looked in scintillating form. as good as Harimoto is, and as much as she has accomplished in her very young life so far, one thing she hasn't managed to do is beat Wang Manyu. They face each other 4 times. Not on every occasion. The last time was earlier this year, the WTT champions Chongqing. Down 3 love. Losing 8, 6 and 5. So, that remains a target for her to accomplish. Will she take that big step today? Just 16 years old, really quite remarkable. There's no shortage of youngsters in this tournament, 16, 18, plenty around the 20 to 24 mark, but not many of them are in the top 5. Wang Manyu on her day capable of beating anybody, and I mean anybody, as she's proven many times before. Victories over Sun Yin-cha in major finals, I believe 4 times. So that alone tells you all you need to know about her capabilities and her potential on any one day. Right-handers.
The first game, Harimoto to serve. Love all.
Here we go.
1 love. One, two.
With serve for now. Wang Manyu certainly one of those players who will crowd the table, and that's the intimidation tactics right there, really. She has the skills to back it up, though. Means you need super quick reflexes. Must be able to read the game ahead of actions that are taken so that you can get your feet in the right place. Much less time to react if you're sitting on the table edge rather than a few feet back. Of course, it's a position that all players begin with, but Can you stay there? Can you dictate the pace by crowding the table and not have to back off? It's one of those things that Manyu can do particularly well. Japanese in the round of 16. Ina Hayata lost out to Cheng Ai-ching this morning. Mima Ito had a much better time of things, beating Adriana Diaz 4-1. Seeing Satsuki Odo take on Jia Nan a little bit later on. Keeping pace with each other, 7-all, past the midway point in this opening game. John balance is probably good news for Miwa Harimoto.
8-7.
Anything to give the lower ranked younger player a little bit of confidence is surely going to be positive. Not sure that Wang Manyu needs a great deal in the self-relief department. Game point Harimoto then. And if you'd have given her the score of 10-8 before we began, I think she probably would have bitten your hand off. Converts it to the first game. No need to bite anybody's hands. Well, there's the turn up. Not a huge shock, it must be said, but one that not everybody would have predicted, that's for certain. The Japanese prodigy goes one game ahead.
是。
不是我攀岩。
对，他们其他女的选手。
じゃあ、尊厳までね。
不要強すぎない。
でもさっき強くやらなかったら次来たから、できるだけバックで頑張る。
当然他们还是蛮多的，从15个打起，因为才给我新出来这个人，小伙子，那换我拿不出来，拿不出来，哎，你这个还是
吃的太快了。
是，包括现在很好的，非常危险的东西，今年拿买单这个东西还是当然吃过了的有。
Second game, Wang to serve. Love all.
So, Wang Manyu needs to address this. I'm sure she will.
Love
Oh, lots
one.
of pity bat at the beginning there. Suddenly it became a little bit more expansive, and the error was drawn. Two serves to come from Harimoto.
Net. 1 all.
Serves to come from Wang. 2 all. Well, it would be a great time, wouldn't it, for Harimoto to get her first win against Wang Manyu in the World Cup singles event. Start this is for her. Puts up the first game, 4-2 up in the second. Manyu's coach on his feet. Wang Manyu looks a little dishevelled at that end of the table. Shaking her wrist, frowning. Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched, but it's not an unreasonable path to expect Miwa Harimoto to take. She's 16 in the world number 5. It's got to be a reasonable assumption that at some point she'll get to world number 1 and probably become the best player in the world. She is, after all, 8 years younger than the current world number 1.
Net. 2-7.
10 years Wang Manyu's junior. You have to ask yourself at which point is she going to make the big break to the top of the tree. Well, are we witnessing it now? It's quite a lot of pressure to put on a 16-year-old, I acknowledge.
8-3.
But if you have any doubts, just look at the scoreline here. Manyu can't rely on too many points that are going to be like that.
4-8.
Nice couple of angles on those shots from Harimoto. In the end, she couldn't find the platform. But very comfortable in making Manyu lean in to her right, to Manyu's right, to retrieve those very short little dinks over the net. 9-5, one serve to come.
10-5.
Game point for a two-love lead. Wow.
11-5. Game to
Wang Manyu shakes her head, looks at her blade, gives it a bit of a rub down, and seems at something of a loss for answers here. I suspect it's been a while since she was so comprehensively put to task in the first two games of a match. Cumulative score of 22-13. And perhaps most telling of all is that the Japanese youngster is taking it all in her stride.
The third game, Harimoto. Harimoto to serve, love all.
Best of 7, so first to 4. Half the job done for Harimoto already. Goodness me, what are we watching? It's not unheard of, is it, for the world number 5 to perhaps beat the world number 2? But when the world number 2 is Wang Manyu and the world number 5 is barely 16 years old, it's going to attract some attention. What's more telling than anything here are the respective facial expressions, body language. Harimoto taking it all in her stride, thoroughly disappointed when she doesn't perform. Meaning her expectations are high. Manyu looks a little bit lost and devoid of ideas. Telling you that for now at least, she may not have too much more to give. We're back to parity. Bit of relief evident on Manyu's face there. Good serve and a good third shot of the rally as well from Harimoto. She was totally dialed in there. There's something a little bit different about her setup as well. Just giving off the impression that she was absolutely going to take charge of that rally. During the Asian Cup, I believe after just her first game, perhaps her second, I predicted that Manyu would win. Such was the vibe and the competence that she was displaying. Certainly didn't get the feeling that I needed to predict anything on her behalf in this tournament. She seemed hesitant in her first game, far more like her usual self second time around, but again here, not looking like an absolute world beater. Wow, what a string of shots from Harimoto. All Manyu could do to defend, which she did very well for a time, but she couldn't hold off that attack forever. It's Harimoto who was just sitting on the table, backing off her opponent. Nonetheless, Chinese player 2 points up and on serve. Still 3 game points for Wang Manyu here in the 3rd game.
Game to Wang.
Looks to the sky and to her coach for answers. Wincing at the thought of having given up that 3rd game. We have a battle royale on here, don't we?
The 4th game, Wang to serve. Love ball.
Rich experience that Wang Manyu has. And prepare her for just about any scenario against any kind of player. Although she's not immune to defeat, she won't be entirely overawed by the situation that she found herself in after the first 2 games. It's her ability to come back in the 3rd. And she'll be up for continuing that here in the 4th. She took a really long time to get herself set on that serve. I don't know if she could see Wang Manyu just fidgeting out of the corner of her eye, and therefore was waiting for her to settle, but that was far longer than she usually takes in the get-set position. Served it very well, I must say. 3-5. Well, she dictated the pace and the shape of that rally, Harimoto, but in the end, could not execute the finishing touch. And again, pretty upset with herself.
All.
Chinese coach claps for a very long time. You had to wait for him to stop before she could get in the get-set position there. There we go. Harimoto has accepted a suggestion of timeout from her coach. 7-7 in the fourth. No time to take a pause.
Harimoto to serve. 7-all.
2 points from wrapping up the 4th game here and tying up the contest. Manyu.
9-8.
Harimoto looks to the sky for a prolonged period of time.
Time out.
Another timeout, this time called by Wang Manyu's coach. I think this tells you that everybody's seeing this 4th game as very much pivotal. I think you'd have to see this as a crucial time in the match.
Wang to serve. 9-8.
Harimoto bows to officials and spectators and staff, both ends of the table, looks to the sky.
9-all.
And then wins the 18th point of the game, so we're all square at 9 each. Heroic stuff from Wang Manyu, tying us up at 10. Look at the reaction. You don't often see that from the world number 2. That's how important it was. Game point, 1. Forward, cutting down the reaction time available to Manyu, drove the ball in towards her body. And now we're tied at 11. Changing serve after every point now, once we get past 10 all. Back to game point for Harimoto. For a 3-1 lead. At the second time of asking. Staved off by Wang Manyu.
Let 12 all.
Oh my goodness, the pace. And look at the celebration and relief from Harimoto. Those two were just banging away, putting everything into those forehand drives. And what a celebration, unbridled. Game point again, Miwa Harimoto. Three-1. And more fist pumps in the air. Harimoto with a big advantage now. And if Wang Manyu is going to come back, she's going to have to go the distance. We've already had a few thrilling matches in this round of 16. Certainly looks like this one is set to rival all of them. Two of the giants of the game. Good defense from Manyu, but she couldn't hold out forever. Harimoto was throwing her heart and soul into those slams. Twisting right through the shoulders. My goodness, everything going into that. Physically, understandably, she's developed a lot over the last couple of years, got a strong pair of shoulders on her. Impressive wingspan. When she turns that torso into the big bomb, it really looks impressive.
Net. 2-1.
Well, you saw it again there. Harimoto putting absolutely everything into some of those shots. Manyu just standing there and sending it back. Because she's putting everything on the line, the Japanese teenager, the chances of her making a mistake, well, it's inevitable. Eventually. Fabulous table tennis to watch.
5-1.
Needed that point. I would suggest needs at least 2 of the next 3 as well. Oh, right off the end there. Needs points here, Harimoto. Don't want to sound alarmist, but you really can't give Wang Manyu gaps of 5 points. Manyu needs to win this game and the next and the next. Otherwise, she's gonzo. Oh, ho, ho. Picked the spot, pushed it right into the empty space. Have a look at this little backhand. Disguised as well. You didn't know it was going where it went until the very last second. Two serves to come from Wang. This should be enough for her to take a step towards putting this away.
9-6.
That's the way the first serve. Huh? If she doesn't win this game from 9-5, Wang will be pretty disappointed with herself. Oh.
7-9.
What can you say about this 16-year-old? Game points for the world number 2. She only needed one of them, so 3-2. Good start. Pushed backhand. First to the right and then to the left. Three chances, 3 games to finish this off. Couldn't do it in the first opportunity. She is finally overcome by Wang Manyu. She's going to look back on that opportunity where she was 3-1 up and leave the chance that was not taken. But this is where the advantage of being a 26-year-old is when you're playing a 16-year-old. Experience tells you so much about the long battle, the long game. Big early push from Manyu in this 6th game.
One, 5.
One more serve to come from Wang Manyu. Are we seeing a change in the tide?
3, 7.
Expertly pushed away. Surely too little too late.
Seven, 5.
Just puts a stop on that little comeback trend. Back to a margin of 3. Last serve of the pair for Manyu. Not looking like such a sure thing for Wang Manyu now. This game. Oh dear, that was a long way off. That was a really nice inside-out forehand.
9, 7.
I think surprising Wang Manyu a little there. She wasn't able to put so much on it. Game point, Manyu, to tie us up at 3-all. And we go to a 7. To rescue this contest and get to the quarterfinals, Wang Manyu needed every one of the last 3 games here. She's got 2 of them in the bag. Stand by for what promises to be an almighty decider.
Game, Harimoto to serve. Love all.
This then, all for it all. Already clenched fists. And victory squeals. 7th game for 7th heaven. Who's your money on? Fists on both sides of the table now. We've only had 3 points. Every point celebrated like it was a tournament win. Right off the paint. Putting the paint on both sides of the table there, Miwa. Every point critical now. Yeah, she left herself open to that one, Manyu. Bit of a nothing service return, sitting up there like a big balloon. Re-establishes the 2-point margin. 2 serves to come from Wang Manyu. side. And we're all tied up. Chinese coach is going to have some clapping injuries at some point. Putting a run together here, Wang Manyu. Oh, it means a lot, doesn't it? So much to these players. Oh, off the corner. I thought she'd maybe lost the chance for a moment. This, I think, was the wrong choice. She could have gone left, that would have been better. Marvellous stuff from Harimoto. Unexpected switch of sides. You knew it was coming at some point, but didn't know when. And then doubling up on it down that left channel. So a point ahead. Final serve of the pair to come for Wang Manyu. Big point for Harimoto, this. Tied at 6, 2 serves from the Japanese woman. Head in front. Veteran applause continue. What a lovely shot that is. We've seen it a few times where you can see the big contrast in reactions to the rally that's just been completed. 6-7. Tied at 7 now. My goodness, the tension. Nerves of steel required here. Yeah, brace yourself, young lady. Advantage to win 4-3. Two love and 3-1 down. And now at 9-7, she's 2 points away. A pair of serves to come from Miwa. The gap reduced to 1. One more serve to come. It's fun, isn't it? The spirit of the world number 2 is there for all to see. Two match points for a place in the quarterfinals. Into the corner. Still match point. Up at 10. So they switch serves after every point now. First to 2 clear points makes the quarterfinal. Goodness me. Manyu on the cusp again. Wasn't really close. We've seen her stave off match points already, twice. Backs off, bounces the ball on the floor, shakes the racket hand. To her knees. Wang Manyu has done it from 2 love down and 3 love down. And the very least we can say about Mia Harimoto is that she surely is destined to win a World Cup 1 year. Marvellous, marvellous performance. From a girl who, yet a woman, 16 years old, and she takes the world number 2 to the very, very edge of success. There may well be the odd here, and who would begrudge her that? What a performance. What a personality, what a talent, and what a future. But she came so close to allowing that future to begin this week in Macau. So close. But look at what it meant to Wang Manyu. Down on her knees with joy and accomplishment.
场的球迷朋友，最后5秒，全场一起准备倒数，5、4。Let's welcome the players. Women's singles representing France, Jia Nan Yuan. And the next, representing Japan, Satsuki Odo.
Jia Nan, ranked 44 in the world. Satsuki Odo, ranked number 8. Jia Nan Yuan, and I'm right in saying was the unique experience in this tournament at least of qualifying for the knockout phase while sitting at home in a hotel room, watching the final game. She didn't quite get the best of her first round. Her first round match, meaning she ended up playing in the second fixture, and therefore was watching the other two draw the group to a close in round 3. What ended up being quite a complicated scenario brings her to the knockout phase. 39 years old, from France. Satsuki Odo, almost half her age at 20. Japanese world number 8. So as I've said a few times, 4 Japanese players in this round of 16. We now have 2 casualties. One of them is already through to the quarterfinals. Satsuki Odo looking to join Harimoto. Here's the coin toss. Seeded 30 here, and both right-handers, as you can see. Ranked 8, seeded 8th. These Japanese youngsters who dominate the world of table tennis in the years to come. Quite conceivable that at 20 years old she could be dominating now, actually. So it's France against Japan. France in the far end of this auditorium, far end of the table. In the shape of Yuan Jia Nan.
Last one.
Swing and a miss from Odo. Kick things off.
One all.
Well above par performance for Jia Nan to have got this far. Ranked 44 in the world.
Trophy. Photo. Forfeit.
Little bit of net on its way through, hence the apology. Jia Nan, one serve to come. She's 4-3 up here in the first.
Let.
Right down the line, but apparently let.
Forfeit. Five.
Odo a victim of the vicious spin that Yuan can put on the wall.
4-5.
Oh, down the line again, this time mid-rally and brilliantly executed. Have a look at this, nice angle to watch it, just inside the line. Well, she's making a habit of it. Highest service toss in the tournament. There's a couple there that are contending for that title, but I think Jia Nan is the undisputed winner. You wonder sometimes whether it'll ever come down. Odo, the higher ranked player, in danger of going behind here unless she can pull something out of the bag pretty quickly. She'll have to do it on Jia Nan's serve. So 9-6 advantage with one serve to come for Jia Nan.
9.
For the French woman. Oh, no, my mistake. Apparently not. Unsure what happened there then. Touch the deck, I must be wrong.
7-10.
Game point now.
10-8.
The Frenchwoman goes into an early lead here. A little bit of a shock for Satsuki Odo. I'm afraid I've jumped the gun again. Sincere apologies. Still in the first game.
Eleven 9. First game for you.
Well, it came about eventually. A little bit of a surprise then in the early going to this round of 16 contest. Satsuki Odo, the higher ranked player, down by a game to love.
On en met un peu plus dans les jambes pour le service. Là, ça va. Ensuite, en remise, quand tu démarres avec le soft, tu sais que derrière, tu as une balle très lente. Tu peux pas la jouer trop tôt. Il faut que tu tranquillement sur les jambs. Okay. Et après, quand tu joues un peu dans ton pied droit, il faut que tu arrives aussi, pas toujours au ventre, des fois, trouver les pleins pieds droits. Okay. Dans les jambs. Et souvent, tu vas jouer deux balles ici. Même en revers, des fois. Regarde un peu plus loin au coude. Ok. Non, c'est bien. Et tu sais qu'après la remise, il faut protéger ton revers. Tu le sais. Tu peux pas être surprise. Tu le sais. Okay. Allez, on monte un peu en intensité là. On en met plus au service. Ok. Et Jia Nan, si tu veux pas le service, tu te challenges.
Second game, Yun to serve, left 4. Left 1.
Certainly has been a strange tournament for Jia Nan, qualifying from her hotel room. Now here we are in the knockout phase, taking the first game against a much higher ranked opponent.
2 left.
Nicely swept away to the left-hand side by Jia Nan.
One thing.
Satsuki Odo not prepared for that at all.
7-6.
Odo leaning in and pushing too far. It's a delicate maneuver when you push your whole body forward there, because you've got to take something off the board. You're closer to the net, you're closer to your opponent's baseline. It needs a soft hand.
7-4.
Lots of wincing from Jia Nan as she turns to face the camera.
Not
the first, won't be the last to do that.
Nine, 5. Yes,
off the corner.
Second minute to Odo.
And that secures the second game for Satsuki Odo. So we're now tied up at 1 apiece in this round of 16 contest. Second of 2 sessions, giving us the knockout phase here. 2 more games to come after this Thursday evening.
だからとにかく一番重要なのは距離前でオールの切り返しやってるつもりでやれば問題ない。だからフォアで強く打たれてたまに決められても全然気にしなくて、だんだん取れてるから。だからサーブも相手のサーブ分かった時にギュッと高く下げて、でストレートそんなあるわけじゃないからバックで待てるじゃん。だから問題ないから。だからサーブうまく立てただけじゃなくていろいろ混ぜながらやる。でフォアも基本的に4手置いてくるだけ。ただフォアに振り切ることだけ頭入れとかないと。で難しかったらバックに強いは一回ブロックしてくれるから。で今みたくチャンスあったらたまにストレート持ってたらまたバック対バック余計効いてくるんですよ。重要なのは前でたまにすごいの入って全然気にしなくていい。オッケー。ほら。
Second, Odo in serve, left 4. One left. One left.
Not easy for these players to concentrate. There's a lot of attention on what's going on the men's table.
1-3.
Sporadic noises that can interfere with the service motion. Jia Nan just creeping away from Odo's solitary point here in the third game.
4-2. 2. 2-6.
Seems to come from Odo.
3-6.
A lot of these rallies are short. Too many strokes being played.
6-4.
Not easy for either player to really get into a rhythm here.
7-4.
That must always be frustrating for the player that's trailing, because there's not much for you to get your teeth into here.
5-7.
Cross table, couldn't land it. Just a point between them now then. One serve to come from Odo to see if she can claw her way back to parity. And she can.
7-4.
Nudges herself ahead.
Nine, 7.
Still not much in it. Whoever can inch her way over the line will get this second game.
8-10.
First opportunity will come to Satsuki Odo. 2 game points for her to go 2-1 up.
Right. 10-8.
Ball went for a walk across the net there before dripping down.
Nine, 10.
Separate these two, and it's developing into a bit of a staccato contest. Difficult to get a rhythm. Short rallies, lots of errors.
11-10.
Jia Nan with a game point.
11-12.
And now it's Satsuki with a game point. And a couple of matches like this in the final stage of the group
11-12.
matches. By that I mean games that didn't really generate leads of any significant margin. Both players just sort of inching towards the finishing line with short rallies peppered with errors. Too much in the way of winners or red hot streaks of form. Somebody's got to break free from this funk.
12-13.
Game point Satsuki Odo. Satsuki Odo.
14-12. First game for Odo.
Moves into a 2-1 lead. The higher seed now has a chance to push on and see if she can wrap this one up in the next couple of games. But it's not going to be easy. Jia Nan Yuan providing some frustrating opposition.
自分で怖いんだったらフォアから出すから絶対に取られるわけないからで絶対取らないのこと入れてくるだけじゃないからうまく使うことあと逆にバック前に今縦になったらポンって置かれて逆に自分が足止まっちゃうから今何が来るか分かんなくなるの方が逆それだったら逆にちょっとここにとかこっち出してバック前でピュッと出させてからの展開でも問題ないからこっちの全然いいよそしたら突きしてこない逆に入れ替えて自分がやりやすい展開なのまあそれで問題ないからうまくこっちとこっち混ぜながら今別にサービス普通に出せてれば何の問題もないからじゃあ OK で重要なことは自分の拳で足動いて触れてくるから触れてきたら全然問題ない OK 自信持ってるぞで常にオールの切り替えやってるつもりやるそしたら絶対勝てるから OK カモン
Fourth game, win the serve, love off. Left one. Two left. Right. Two left. Right. Two left.
Certainly the world number 8 predicted to be able to break away from the Frenchwoman who's probably just inside the top 50 in the world, but Jia Nan is a frustrating player to play against. She's got that challenging serve to deal with.
3-all.
Three all in the fourth then. Frustrating times for the 8th ranked player in the world, unable to really break away from the game, but it was mightily close.
4-3.
And every reason to think that Jia Nan might even be able to pull off a victory here. From what we've seen, he's just as likely as her Japanese opponent to do so.
Oh, different level. Challenge.
So we're getting a video review here. Let's see if we can establish why.
Challenge by you. Challenge by you for surface people.
The most common reason is that the ball was hidden at some point during the service motion. I think that's what they're trying to establish here. I think I heard the word hidden.
Okay. Challenge are successful. Knock him down. No. 没有，他们说没有。哦，他们说了没有。
So was the ball at any stage obscured? And apparently, well, we have yet to see video evidence ourselves. Apparently, it was always visible. A part of the ball, at least, was always visible. Therefore, there's no infringement.
Scene 5. Four, 5. Six, 4.
Plenty of noise in the Galaxy Arena here at Macau.
7, 4.
Unfortunately, Satsuki Odo can't wait forever for it to become silent. Wishful thinking. Oh, lovely change of direction
5, 7.
from Jia Nan. Fading that one off the backhand. Pulls up to a point behind Odo now. Tied at 7 here in the 4th game. Yuan's big chance to draw level at 2 games each. A bit of impatience in the facial expression of Jia Nan there. Playing in a vacuum is just never going to work though, is it? Lots of people in the arena today. First day of the knockout stage. Get even busier tomorrow over the weekend. When we hit quarterfinals, semi-finals and final. Weekend, of course, starts on Friday for all sane people. Game point, Satsuki Odo. This is for a 3-1 lead.
10-8.
Well, she gets there eventually. That was a bit of a traumatic game for us to watch. Stepping side by side towards match point, or game point, I should say. Short, truncated rallies, no real streaks to witness. And it's a testament to how close this battle is and how well matched these two ultimately are.
First game, Odo to serve, Rafa. One left. Last two. One, two.
Odo finding it very challenging to deal with this Jia Nan serve.
3-2.
Rallies are desperately short before an error is introduced. There's the odd winning stroke, of course. Some of these errors are forced errors rather than unforced errors. I don't mean to imply that the standard is low, but they're cancelling each other out. Not much rhythm for us as spectators to get our teeth into.
3-4. 4-all. 5-4.
Odo one serve to come at 5-4, just as Jia Nan asks for a timeout.
でもそれ回り込み短いサービスでもそこからオード続けてくれたら問題ないから。そう今やっぱバックに集まりすぎてるから回り込んだ時もちょっともしかけるような勝負でフォアとかミドルにでつつきの一緒別にミドルでかけられてラリーになってもちょっと向こうが今ネットついただけで全然ラリーも問題ないから。だから自分サーブの時は今どっち使っても大丈夫。その代わり絶対ちょっと前で待つ。できれば真ん中行ったりとかバックに行ったらちょっと緩急つけながら行く。でレシーブの時次できるのフォアだから長いサーブ待った方がいい。短いサーブ待ちながら長いサーブからうまく対応する。最後勝負じゃなかったらピュッて高めのボールバックでも問題ない。そしたらもう速いのしか待ってないから問題ない。ね、ラリーになって絶対こっちが大丈夫だから、だからレシーブしっかり待ちながらやれば大丈夫。で別に長い短いとフォアでポンって長い見せかけさせて1球ブロックフォアって入れてからラリーするのも問題ない。サーブもどんどん使ってるような勝負するけど、でラリーになっても最後もしバックに集まるときだけちょっと高いボール入れてで自分がチャンスでフォアに行った場合は絶対にフォアに使わないから。だから自分がフォアに行ったロングサーブ出されてフォアに行った場合はフォアそこを待つの。
4-6. 4-7.
A 3-point margin. We haven't seen many of those. Satsuki Odo. One serve to come from Jia Nan. Pushes that one beyond the edge of the table, and the margin sinks to 2. Opportunity for Odo to see if she can stretch it out again. 2 serves to come from her.
Six. Six, 8.
Back to the high toss of Yuan Jia Nan. No reason for her to vary it. It's causing
7, 8.
Satsuki Odo so much trouble. They're going to have to test the structural integrity of that net and take a beating.
Seven.
I wonder what the average rally length is in this contest. Must be around the lowest we've had in the tournament. There were, as I say, a couple of games similar to this yesterday. one in particular.
10-7.
Somehow we've got to game point.
11-7. Odo.
And that's the match. Satsuki Odo wraps this one up 4-1. And it's farewell to Yuan, who got here in not typical circumstances, sitting in front of her TV screen, watching her qualification. I wonder if there was a camera on her showing her delight at making it to the knockout phase. She certainly was competitive. I mean, these were close games. Nobody really was able to pull away from the other. But in the end, the edge went to the high-ranked player, Satsuki Odo, and she will take her spot in the quarterfinals.
Hi, Odo. Great match today. We've entered the knockout stage, and the matches are getting more and more intense. How did you prepare for this match?
まずおめでとうございます。素晴らしい試合でした。第2ステージノックアウト戦に入って試合も前よりどんどん激しくなっている中、今日の試合はどういう準備をして臨みましたか？
はい、そうですね。前回の試合が3対2ですごい競った試合だったので、しっかり対策をして臨みました。
In our last encounter, it was a very close match where I won 3-2. So before this match, I worked on my tactics and strategies carefully.
So you will be playing against Mima in the next match. What's your opinion about it?
次の相手は伊藤美誠選手と思われますか？
そうですね。そうですね。相手が誰であろうとやっぱり自分のできる準備をしっかりして試合に臨みたいと思います。
Well, actually, whoever I face, I aim to get myself fully prepared for the match.
Thank you so much, Odo. Congrats again.
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
比赛即将开始，最后5秒，一起倒数，5、4、3、2、1。
Let's welcome the players. Women's singles, first representing Korea Republic, Suh Hyo Won. Then representing China, Kuai Man.
China against South Korea then. Kuai Man against Suh Hyo Won. Interesting mix of styles for us to enjoy here. Suh dropped a couple of games in the group stage. Coin toss cam, not a bad one. Looks like Suh has won the toss. She didn't seem particularly bothered about inspecting her opponent's blade, but was more than happy to offer her own for inspection. Can't think of a similar tradition in other sports, can you? All equipment subject to inspection by the officials, but so commonly by opponents. Boxing. Get to that in a second. 21 years old, Kuai Man, seeded 7, ranked 7, as you can see, a left-hander. Suh Hyo Won is a right-handed player and adopts that chopping, downward, slicing style. That is predominantly defensive, but in its own way has an attacking approach. Prevents the opponent from being expansive, reduces their ability to take risks, without failure anyway. Getting back to boxing, when a boxer's hands are taped and just go around, there is a representative from the opponent's corner there to make sure there's no nails or iron filings stuffed in there. Example I can think of. Comes close to the mutual bat inspection in table tennis. Pleasant tradition. If you haven't seen before, then take a look at how Suh Hyo Won approaches these rallies. This downward slicing motion.
Love 1.
Kuai Man not looking to give her the opportunity to show us much of that technique, because she's just driving the ball through the gate, looking for a winner. Just missed the apex there. Precise element of timing in the style that Suh adopts, and if you're not spot on with that timing, it can go all horribly wrong. Of course, she's well practiced, a consummate exponent of this style, but she's not alone in this style by any means. One of the most experienced among the top players in the world. At using this approach successfully. Does well. Couldn't make it over to that side of the table though, and Kuai Man dealing with this pretty well so far. And it is a variety of slices. Top down is the one you probably think about, but there's, from her perspective, a lot of left to right as well. Albeit in a slightly downward arc. But variations on the theme is what I'm getting at, and that is what makes it so unpredictable for Kuai Man.
5-all.
A little bit of right-left on the forehand slice as well. There's a great example of it, actually. Right, left, and underneath that particular winner. So there's an awful lot of different ways that Kuai Man's going to have to adapt.
5-7.
Putting in a good showing here, Kuai Man, not really experiencing too much difficulty. I mean, there's no question Suh makes it difficult for all of her opponents, but she's worked with this before and is getting quite a bit of success here. Big drive, and that's extreme variation, isn't it? Kuai Man has game point, 5 of them. Well, forgive my laughter, but it was almost comical. Such heroic salvaging efforts there from Suh Hyo Won, only to give up the ghost with a relatively simple stroke as she came in here. Even she saw the amusing aspect of it.
Second game, Kuai to serve, love all. Love 1. Oh. One, two. Three, one. Four, one. One, five.
Good movement to Kuai Man's right there to draw the error from Suh. Read that whole situation quite early, actually. Got over in plenty of time. 1-5.
1-6. 6-2. 6-3. 3-7.
Kuai Man easing herself away.
4-7.
Hyo Won just finding the edge of the table, hence the apology. Kuai Man going way beyond the baseline. No return. Finding that baseline again, and then coming pretty close to it that time too, but just dripping over the edge. But despite that overshoot, it does look as if Kuai Man just slightly has the edge here in this game.
5-9.
Seems as if she's got Suh Hyo Won's number. Concentrating on the forehand in that rally. Quite likely that she sees Hyo Won's best weapon as the backhand slice.
10-6.
The forehand slice takes a little bit more contortion of the body, and I think that's why Kuai Man is probably targeting it. Just more difficult to execute. Went for the big bomb, but couldn't find the platform. Still 3 game points for her to move into a 2-love lead. Found the apex and buried the winning shot. So 2-game advantage for the Chinese player. Round of 16.
제가 지금 어떻게 하냐면 서브 짧게 넣는 거 아니면 기계 딱 그것이잖아. 서브를 뭐 회전 스피드가 좀 많고 그러지는 않아. 자, 그
它削的当中有点力气是非常大的，知道吧？而且手要使手使劲，这个卷啊，轻一下，停一下，看着人一拉就是一个，知道吧？而且不要老想自己的力气，看着拉就完了，知道吧？啊，接发球线，啊，这个他戳上去，防御了，进拿发现他这儿，他飘过来球是要脚多动一点，好吧？如果是说你两边拉就完了，从反手拉的正好抓住球，所以你只有拉住他转，拉住他是个东西，好吧？啊，还有耐心啊，还有专注，还有1分钟啊，他有的时候一定要更快一点啊。
Third game. Suh to serve. Love all. Love 1. Love. Love.
Targeting that forehand again. Trying to keep the ball well away from Suh's backhand. Just easier to execute that kind of slice on the backhand. And if it's easier, that means you've got more variation, more options with it. Doesn't seem as if Suh's going to get much success if things carry on this way. There'll certainly be points won here and there, but enough to overcome the Chinese player? I don't think so. Subtle adjustment in position of serve.
5-2.
Worked out well for her. Kuai Man pulling away again now. 3 points needed for a 3-love lead. Big effort from Suh, but driving that into the net. Six game points then for Kuai Man to move into a sizable game advantage.
11-4.
And that's exactly what she does. So one more game needed for Kuai Man to take her place in the quarterfinals.
만약에 제가 조금씩 안 맞죠? 계속. 그렇지, 얘 같은 경우는 저 그대로도 없잖아. 여기 이렇게 있잖아.
근데 자기도 미스가 많아. 저도 뭘 이렇게.
그러니까 얘가 각 있잖아. 얘가 아예
有机会从输赢来走起，从他容易，他这个，对吧？他这个球 有时候有长颠的，颠的就跑。啊，重心下来，重心下来啊。
피하는 거. 편하게 하면서 좀 지그재 해줘야지. 어?
Fourth game, try to serve. Love all. One love. Love two. Love three. Time out.
당연히 이 카운트에서는 제가 그렇지 이 카운트 똑같이 안 하지. 더 빨리 한단 말이야. 아 뭔가 답답해. 답답하지. 야 그리고 네가 카운트 이제 시작해가지고 20분 편하게 주면 당연히 약간 치지. 약간 툭 주려니까 약간 툭하게 하는 거 있잖아. 네가 넌 편하게 준다고 지금. 뭔지 알지?
제가 너무 이러는 것 같아서 좀 이렇게 천천히 주려고 그랬거든요. 근데 지금 더 잡아서 쳐.
왜냐면 지금 3대 0이잖아. 이 카운트에서는 당연히 내라도 채지. 그러나 똑같이 안 해야지.
아니면 그냥 막 반칙으로 해야 되는 건지.
근데 번칙 얘 하긴 얘 안 준다. 왜냐면 이렇게 하다 지가 무슨 챈다니까 그냥. 챈 하나 받고 그다음 좋은 거 있으니까 그냥 하고.
그러니까 지금 그냥 초반에 그냥 좀 얻어맞지만 않게 딱 주고 그냥 계속 커트 이렇게 하는 게 낫겠지.
근데 중요한 거 얘가 우리는 이제 그렇게 하고 싶은 거 얘는 시작해가지고 일단 3대 0이잖아. 너 딱 한 대니까. 한번 네가 서브도 가져주니까 바로 해버리잖아. 이게 무조건 한 대니까. 하나 무조건 어떻게든 받아야지. 그거 받고 시작해야지. 조금 얘가 더 빠르게 하잖아 지금.
Good access for our Korean speakers. Kuai Man yet to take a timeout. Hasn't really needed to. She's not smashed her way through this contest by any means, but she's been comfortably in front for the vast majority of it, and hasn't really looked in much trouble. Just constantly had the edge. And if it ain't broken, why fix it?
4-1. One five. Two five.
Kuai Man very reluctant to give a big flat smash when she's looking for a winner. She'll always go topspin. I think that's probably because she's getting an awful lot of backspin. Well caught by the umpire, by the way. Backspin met by topspin. If you think about it, it means that the ball is constantly revolving the same way around its own axis, with slight variations, of course, side to side. But vicious backspin like that, if it's met with a flat smash, is likely to go in all sorts of different directions. That's why Kuai Man is putting as much contact on the ball as possible by rolling it round from top to bottom, from bottom to top, I should say, creating as much top spin as possible. And then all she's doing is just continuing the movement that the ball already has.
9-4.
Slid into that little powder puff forehand that eventually went into the net. So difficult to execute that.
4-10.
So match point. Still 5 to come, though. Well, without overly stretching herself, I think it's fair to say Kuai Man makes it to the quarterfinal stage, keeping her nose in front pretty much all of this contest, winning by 4 games to love. And we now have 7 of the 8 quarterfinalists. 1 more player to be determined in the round of 8. And it's Bernadette Szocs of Romania who will take on Bruna Takahashi of Brazil to complete the picture. That's coming up for you.
representing Romania, Bernadette Szocs.
Bernadette against Bruna, and this should be one of the better matchups in the round of 16. We've had a few real corkers, actually, I must say. It's been a fantastic day. Bruna just dropping the one game to the Indian player Batra. Her journey to the knockout stage. Immaculate for Bernadette. For love, for love. Bruna Takahashi, 24 years old, ranked 23 in the world. So that's quite an elevated seeding for her at 15. Said the differential between seeding and world ranking is generally caused by the limit that's put on the number of players that can appear in this tournament from a single country. Bernadette, 30 years old, seeded 12, ranked 13 in the world. To turn your volume down, because Bernadette can make quite a lot of noise when she gets excited. Winning points can be greeted by very loud and high-pitched squeals. Not a comfortable experience for me wearing headphones.
Where's the ball? Here. First game.
Quite an admirable performance from Bernadette yesterday. She wrapped up her qualification for the knockout stage after just 2 of the 4 games that were played last night, but still was extremely incentivized in games 3 and 4. Testament to her mental approach to the game and her ambitions to win at all costs. Tidy start from the Brazilian.
1, 2. Three, 1. 1-5.
Good start from Takahashi, certainly.
1-5.
Two serves to come from the Romanian. And she'll be looking to reel this 4-point lead in pretty quickly.
2-5.
Swing and a miss.
5-3. Five, 4.
If you've ever wondered if a ping pong ball can actually hurt you when it's slashed at you at full pelt.
5-0.
Bruna was in the firing line yesterday. Took a blow around the shoulder and it seemed to be quite painful for her. Might be a little bit bruised.
5-6.
That's a very delicate shot to play, that sort of scissor backhand leaning into the net, and she put a very nice fine touch on it, leading immediately to
7-5.
Bernadette's error. Seen a lot of players fail with that today.
8-5.
Very easy to overhit because not only is your blade moving forward, but your body is moving forward as well. So it's difficult to manage the fineness of the touch.
8-5. Five-9. Nine.
One serve to come from Bernadette. Takahashi will have the first game on her mind, though. Well, she's let that 4-point lead slip to 2. It's on her serve now. She can take it home from here.
9-8.
It's all collapsing.
Eight, 10.
Having said that, we need to watch out for Bernadette's
8,
post-rally
10.
screams. It's Bruna who gives us the first one.
11-8, game 2, Takahashi.
And that one is to celebrate the opening game. So 11-8, good start from the Brazilian.
Conseguiu manter teu ritmo, tua consistência. Teve momentos ali que foi difícil, mas botou qualidade no jogo, ela se atrapalhou. Sempre que tá carregada, essa qualidade ela não tá encontrando. Ou ela tá botando pra fora ou botando na rede. Ela tá se perdendo nisso. E, cara, o saque aqui tá muito bom na direita. Agora tudo deu uma mudadinha pro meio. Acho que essa variaçãozinha, às vezes mais na direita, mais um pouquinho no meio, tá bom, tá deixando ela atrapalhada, tá? E só atenção, como falou, na recepção ali. Atenção, espera, saiu, pode vir com qualidade. Não saiu, tá pegando tri bem as curvas. Tá pegando tri bem as curtinhas, tá fazendo direitinho. Tá? Vamos lá, mantém, mantém. Boa.
Second game, Bernadette to serve. Love all.
So Bernadette, I'm sure, will look to get immediately back into this contest. As I say, they're well matched, these two, so
Love.
any advantage that either player can muster may end up being a significant one.
One. Oh. Two, one.
Bruna putting herself back in the lead here in the second.
2-0. Two, three.
Bernadette catching some net on the way through there. Bruna very keen to make sure that that blade is squeaky clean.
4-2.
Literally is squeaking when she rubs it on her shoulder. Blowing on the surface generates a little bit of heat, which will enhance the connection with the ball. A bit like a Formula One tyre on a racing track.
4-3.
Tyre responds better when it is generating heat. That's why the drivers go quickly from side to side on their formation lap. Create a bit of friction, a bit of heat, a bit of grip.
3-5.
Oh,
3-6.
did that catch net on the way through? I think it probably did, because Bernadette ended up being at 6s and 7s trying to get that one on the other side of the net.
7-3. Szocs, please. 7-3. Seven, 4.
Pair of animated coaches. Coach in the foreground of that shot is Bernadette's coach. Just hear that squeak. Cleaning the blade, getting heat to it.
8-6.
Well, they're moving along at a good pace here. They don't hang about, these two. That's good. Some engaging exchanges as well. Bruna goes high this time.
8-7.
Well, lucky for Bernadette that that didn't catch any table, because she was off in the other direction. Oh, looking to plant that one just to her right, and maybe took her eye off the ball slightly and ended up sinking it into the net. Had she got it over the net, I think she might have won the point. There was a lot of table to go for. 2 points to the good, Bruna.
7-10.
And now she has game point for a 2-love lead.
Game 2,
which
Takahashi.
She takes at the first opportunity. And that's advantage Brazil.
ce mai e... Păi da, pentru că când accelerezi nu intră, nu poți accelerezi.
Vrei să le accelerezi de puțin târziu. Iar nu stă tare, iar dă încet. Dacă ți-ar da tare, ai putea să accelerezi. Iar dă încet, nu are efect mingea.
Então vai ter que riscar de vez em quando umas bolas mais firmes. Só que lembra, sempre um padrão de qualidade local, ela tá se trabalhando, então continua assim. E toda essa inspetor pro back dela também, ela tá dando uma bolinha lenta e perfeita. Então, aquele show foi perfeito, foi certinho. Tu tá dominando bem a recepção, só fica atenta se ela começar a jogar mais aberta agora, porque né, tu tá dominando bem o saque curto dela. Tá? Mas lembra, tua consistência e lutar por aquele ponto foi importantíssimo. Luta pelo ponto, sempre ativa pra chegar na bola. Mantém o jogo, vamos.
It's an excellent start for Takahashi.
Third game. Takahashi to serve. Love all.
A nice fluid game to enjoy.
One, love. One, oh. Two, one.
Remarked before, Bernadette not a fan of sleeves. I hope she doesn't have any sponsors on any of those sleeves that she tucks up into her shoulder area. Oh, blistering stuff from Bruna. That was quite an injection of pace. Just had it in her comfortable spot on that right-hand side so she could really swing at it.
Three,
Does have a
two.
very strong frame, doesn't she? A real athletic stature.
Two, four. Two, four. Three, four.
She gets hold of that ball, she can really swing at it. Proving to be quite tough now for Bernadette to get herself in a position that she can take advantage of. Seems constantly to be just a shade behind what she'd give to be able to get a lead and try to build upon it.
6-3.
We haven't heard much of the Bernadette scream yet. She hasn't really had the opportunity to get particularly excited. Back against the wall for the most part.
3-7.
Oh, the idea was there, the technique not quite up to speed. It was a lovely change of direction coming up now. Just lost her footing slightly. Did her foot come out of her shoe, perhaps?
Seven, 5.
Contemporaneous toweling down.
7, 5.
Credit to these two for getting on with it, though. They've both got a good pacey approach to this match. Couple of good inside-out drives from Bruna. You can hear how thrilled she is about it. The sheer power in in the end winning the point because Bernadette got a solid bat on the ball, just couldn't rein it in.
Seven, 8. Nine, 7.
Caught the edge of the table there. She's been pretty accurate, I must say. Have a look at this backhand. Yeah, just caught the edge. Blazing her way to a 3-love lead here.
10, 7.
Game point.
11, 7. Game 2. Takahashi.
Well, it's been a good match, and I think many expected it to be a good match, but I'm not sure how many would have predicted that we'd be in this position after 3 games. Every game's been pretty close. No huge margins opened up. If you have the edge 4 times out of 4, I guess you're going to win 4-love. So 8, 7, and 7.
Deixa ela ficar louca, deixa ela ir pro tiroteio se ela quiser, entendeu? E lembra, se a bola tá pesada pra ela, sempre vai vir uma bola meio mais cantinha com efeito, não vai vir uma bica. A bica vai vir só se for lenta, muito lenta pra ela. Ah, então fica atenta. Mantém.
There's a lot to talk about when you're 3-love down, not quite so much when you're 3-love up.
Tá muito bom.
1 here and 1 here. Just 2. 5.
Vamos ver.
Quite a contrast in mannerisms, conversations, energy levels during that
4th game.
consultation.
Turn dead to serve. Love all. Love 1.
Bruno's really dialed in today, isn't she? There's no question.
1 all.
Found the corner as well to go 2-1 up. That was a really nice wristy shot, opening up the wrist there.
One, 3.
Maybe just lost her footing again slightly. Very quick to jump on the net cord, but couldn't then follow it up. That was really good reaction. Three all in the 4th.
3, 4.
It's a good shot from Bernadette. Just sort of buttered that one into the corner.
5, 3.
Don't know if you saw in that replay, Bruna's coach just pointing at her as if to say, you the girl. He must be delighted with his charge's performance today. 5-5 here in the fourth, though. Bernadette.
6-5. Timeout.
Presenting us with a possible challenge here. Go for a timeout.
Joacă în mijloc, ai văzut, ai pus când ți-am făcut semn, ai pus scurt la mijloc, ți-a pus înapoi. Dar după aia i-ai dat din nou la revedere. Joacă aici, joacă aici.
I hope the camera stays
De
here.
aici aș face jocul.
Ce foarte mult fața în jos, revedere. Trebuie dau trimiteri când dau cu efect, pentru că dacă timpul le greșesc.
Da, la ăla care îl dai cu efect, nu l-ai dat, ei l-ai dat aici, dă-i la mijloc, dă-i în linie. E dacă i-ai dat în linie, dă cât poate în forehand-ul tău, știi dinainte. Dacă îi dai în mijloc, nu se mai mișcă dacă îi dai tot în mijloc. Cu reverul. E punctul tău. Dar dă-l pe masă, că l-ai dat în fileu, l-ai dat, ți s-a dus în joc. Haide, joacă, nu mai juca spre rever primele mingi. Haide.
Tough times, I think, for Bernadette.
Hai.
He's very much in this fourth game, there's no question about it.
6-5.
But getting over the hump, getting herself in front and then pulling away is proving a challenge. That's why there's energetic conversation going on.
5-7.
Primeval scream from Bruna signals to us that she has the finish line in sight now, I think. Even Bernadette realised that the writing's on the wall. Oh, going the other way. So match point, Bruna Takahashi. Off goes Bernadette to the right, and off goes the ball to her left.
11-5.
And there it is, what a way to finish, finding the apex for a very, very clean 4-love win. Bruna Takahashi of Brazil celebrating with her coach, who's just as happy, and they take their place in the quarterfinals. Bernadette Szocs will be very disappointed with that. Not what she was hoping for by any means, and she's certainly capable of better, but Bruna had her number today, that's for sure, and look how happy those two are. So the quarterfinal lineup is all set. In amongst it, you'll see an all-Japanese battle. I think there's an all-Chinese battle involved as well. Should be a fantastic set of 4 matches. You'll get that coverage in the same place tomorrow. Look out for that. My name's Steve Dawson. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage today. We'll be with you all the way through to the finals on Sunday, men's and women's.